Hello, folks. This is Mondo Bancaro from Mondo on the World, and I would like to talk to you for a few minutes about the bad news that I just heard that said that the NBA owners have chosen to vote against having the the Sacramento Kings move to Seattle, and I I personally find that reprehensible and the most uh, contemptible thing I've ever seen in my life since the team was already stolen from us and sent to Oklahoma unfairly. Now, here's the thing, folks. I'm not totally, I'm not happy with this decision, but I'm not totally unhappy with it either. Because the more that I think about it, the more I think, do we really want a basketball team, an NBA team, under the circumstances that the NBA is right at this time? Because for for certain reasons, you have Mr. Hansen who wants to bring a team to Seattle. You have the Maloofs that have to sell the team and want to sell the team in order to recoup some of their losses because the people in Sacramento up to now have not given a darn about the Kings or what was going to happen to them until the Maloofs and Mr. Hansen came to an agreement and said, okay, you can buy the team and do whatever it is you want to do with it. So then, everybody gets excited. Everybody here gets all excited, says that the Kings are coming to Seattle. Isaiah Thomas and John Brockman could possibly be coming. And then all of a sudden everything is going great, and then all of a sudden the people in Sacramento are saying, hold the phone here. We want the team. We don't want them to go nowhere. We want them to stay here because, we don't want to be, we don't want to be the ones that ended up like Seattle did with Oklahoma and has our team taken from us. So now do we want to keep the Kings? When in reality, up till then, they didn't care they didn't even hardly know, apparently, who the Kings were because they weren't getting enough fans to the games. Now, because the Maloofs and Mr. Hansen make a deal to bring the Kings over here, they say, all of a sudden we want our team back, and then they say, and then the NBA says, Seattle already made the bid, and the Maloofs agreed to it, but for you guys, we'll make a deal. Well, for you guys, we'll see what we can do and decide whether or not the team should be moved to Seattle. And here's the thing, folks. I don't think that the NBA should have anything to do with whether a team moves to Seattle or anywhere else if an agreement comes between two owners or potential owners that want to buy the team. And I don't think that the big corporations or owners should get in the middle of that. I think that the owners shouldn't be able to vote and say whether or not a team should be able to move. I say if a team wants to move and they come up with a good enough reason for them to move, then they should be able to move. And that's in any sport, even in baseball, which I love more than anything else in the world, besides wrestling and a few others. But that's my point, is that I don't think that the owner should be able to say, hey, wait a minute, Sacramento came up with enough money at the last minute, so now Sacramento doesn't have to go anywhere, because if they come up with enough money, or even if they're a little bit short, we can vote for them to stay in Sacramento, and that'll be that. When the NBA knows that they have approval up here to have a title, to have a building built and everything, and we're ready to go. But because the owners don't want them to move, we don't get them, even after the Malusa and Mr. Hansen make a deal. And so if they're going to do that, here's the deal, folks. And I know that there's some people that say, in Seattle, that say, oh, we want a basketball team. Well, guys, I'm sorry, but I think the best thing to do is just forget about the whole thing, especially while the NBA is in the current situation that it's in. Because why do we want these headaches where we're dictated as to whether or not we're going to get a team, or it's taken away from us by people that should have nothing to do with the transaction in the first place, and take the team away from us twice in a row. So that's my take on it, and I hope you guys think about that. And I'm sorry for you guys that wanted the Sonics to come, but under these circumstances, I don't think it's in our best interest to have to deal with these shysters and scumbags that think that they can dictate to people whether or not they're going to get a team, even after a deal has been consummated between two guys. It's just stupid, and I don't agree with it. People sell horses and houses without any of that, and I just think that it should be more up to the seller and the buyer rather than other owners that have nothing to do with it. So that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. And I hope you enjoyed my little tirade here, and I'll be talking to you soon on the next episode of Mondo on the World. Thank you, and if you have any comments on the show, please contact the website or any other venues of communication. Thank you, and goodbye.